have been forgetting names, words, walking into rooms and not quite remembering why you're there and struggling to focus and feeling like, well, what's wrong with me? You are not alone. Brain fog. That is one of the number one complaints that I hear from women in their 40s, their 50s and beyond. And I am one of them too. You're not imagining this. Today we're going to talk about brain fog and what to do with it from a nutrition standpoint, because there are foods that you are eating or that you're not eating that is either making your brain fog better or worse. And I want to make sure that you are equipped with that information. So first, let's talk about what is brain fog. Brain fog shows up as forgetting names, words, difficult concentrating, multitasking. The short-term memory has changed. You have mental fatigue. If that is you, this video is definitely for you. We are changing when it comes to our estrogen. As our estrogen declines, these things pop up, which is why we have to be more intentional about what we're eating and then how we're doing our life overall. Your estrogen is responsible for your mood, getting nutrients and blood to your brain, your attention, your memory. So then that makes sense if in this age range, in this perimenopause pause phase, that our estrogen is on the decline and that it is showing up in what we call brain fog. Let's get into some of the nutrition mistakes that you may be unknowingly making that can make your brain fog worse. And then also I'm going to tell you what to do to make it better. Number one, when you're starting your day, the first meal of your day, whatever that is, you want to make sure that there's protein in it. Protein, chicken, fish, turkey, eggs, tofu, cottage cheese, Greek yogurt. That's not an exhaustive list, but you get the point. If you're starting off your day with coffee and a pastry or a muffin or even a piece of fruit, that's not supporting your blood sugar. So the protein that is so important for us is helping our blood sugar, which in turn will help our brain, which will help us think clearer. You want to have 30 to 35 grams of protein with every meal. I created a prompt that you can put into chat or Claude that will help you ensure that you are getting enough protein in your first meal and throughout the day so that your blood sugar stays stable. So the prompt is going to be in the down bar. Just grab it. It's simple. It makes it easy for you. And I totally recommend it. It can take the guesswork out of getting your protein in. All right. So that's number one, making sure you got enough protein in the morning and throughout the day for your blood sugar, for your brain. The second thing that we are doing unknowingly is snacking. So if you're eating chips and popcorn or nuts or anything throughout the day, then it has your blood sugar going up and down, and that whole imbalance of blood sugar again contributes to brain fog. When we were younger and we had all that estrogen going through our bodies, then the estrogen was regulating all of the things, including our blood sugar. Now we have to be more intentional. So snacking, you also may be wondering, well, what if I'm hungry? What do I do? Use that prompt that I mentioned just a little bit ago to help you sketch out meals so that you have protein-rich meals and it will reduce your need for snacking. Let me know once you get the prompt how that works for you. I would love your feedback on that. The third one is we want to make sure that you're getting enough fat. So the mistake that a lot of women make is not getting enough fat. Your brain is 60% fat. So it needs the fat in order to work properly. So what kind of fat? Here are examples of what you want to have in your diet on a daily. Olive oil, so extra virgin olive oil, avocados, omegas. You can have chia seeds as an example, but also supplementing with omegas. Now, people usually think of omegas as fish oil. I take a plant-based omega that I've been taking for almost 8 years now, and I swear by it. But omegas has fat, and that fat is needed for your brain. All right. Number 4 is not having your vitamin D levels up to par. Your vitamin D is responsible for so many functions in your body, including your mood, including your cognition, which brain fog is playing around with. With your vitamin D, you want to make sure that your levels are between 60 and 80. Listen, if you go to the doctor, they might say that 30 is okay, and that is minimum wage. To be maximally supported, you want your levels between 60 and 80. We have vitamin D receptors going all throughout our body, and that is the number one supplement for us as women over 40. Don't play around with your vitamin D. Easy deficiency to have, also an easy deficiency not to have. And again, it supports your mood and your cognition. Vitamin D, D3 with K2. I'm always going to tell you, of course, to get your necessary nutrition, D3 plus K2. The next one is magnesium. Women do not understand the value and the power of magnesium. Now, here is how this supports your brain fog. So, magnesium helps you sleep better. Magnesium glycinate, necessary nutrition, magnesium glycinate. When you do not get enough sleep, you are foggy in the brain. You can't concentrate. This exacerbates brain fog. Magnesium helps you to get a better night's sleep. Thus, you're waking up refreshed. Therefore, you have more ability to concentrate, to focus. It also helps with your stress management. So it helps with the nervous system and all of what's going on in our nervous system. When those are in order, when your stress is being better supported and your sleep is better, then obviously you are able to focus. You're able to do the things that you need to get done throughout the day. Magnesium also is necessary to activate vitamin D. So don't go without your magnesium. So I mentioned D, magnesium, and I mentioned the omegas. Those 3 supplements are important, incredibly important for us as women in this age. Those are the 3 foundational supplements. The other supplements are situational. And when I say situational, do you need to supplement with B12? Maybe if you're low. Do you need iron? Maybe if you're low. There are some supplements that are situational, but the ones that I mentioned are foundational, and they will help you with your cognition. And then the last one, as it relates to your nutrition and your nutrients, is when you are not getting enough water. So when you are dehydrated, chronic dehydration steals your attention, your focus, and your concentration. We need water flowing through our bodies in order to support all of our systems. This is a big deal. We don't think about it like that per se, but it is a big deal. So the amount of protein you're taking, the not snacking so you can keep your blood sugar in order, making sure that you're getting enough fat to feed your brain. Your brain needs nutrients in order to work more so than ever. We had more leeway back in our 20s, back in our 30s, back in our early 40s even. You want to get that vitamin D, those omegas or your fats, that magnesium, and make sure you are drinking your water. All of this is non-negotiable as a woman over 40. If you want to look good, feel good, think, and do all of what you desire, then give this all a shot. Lastly, I want to say that overall, making sure that when you go to your provider, that they are checking your thyroid, your iron, your B12, your overall vitals, to make sure that you are up to par. with all of your blood work. Okay, so this is the truth. I'm summarizing. The hormones is the primary reason why this is happening. If it's really bad for you, amongst other symptoms, then consider hormone replacement therapy. Consider that. However, what you eat and the lifestyle you live is equally as important. And in this stage, it's slow down season, ladies. We've been used to doing so many things for ourselves, for everybody else. It is slow down season. You're not the same. Your capacity may not be the same, and you really might require more downtime. I definitely do. So just keep that in your mind as something to look at. Give yourself permission to sit down somewhere, to slow down. That's all I want to say about that. Make sure that you check the down bar for the link to the D3, K2 Necessary Nutrition, C3, K2 Magnesium, and then the omegas that I use. And lastly, I want to say that we have a community, Necessary Nutrition Academy, for women over 40 who are very much interested in strengthening their health, protecting their peace, and connecting to who we are called to be in this season of our lives. One of the members just said to me the other day that being a part of the community has made her, or turned her into the woman that now keeps the promises that she makes to herself. That was profound. So if you are interested in being the woman that keeps the promises to herself, then I want to encourage you to look at the other testimonies and what's happening inside of the Necessary Nutrition Academy. We touch on all the things: your nutrition, your exercise, but also your mental health and wellness and beyond. Go ahead and look at that as well. And if that speaks to you, we'll see you on the other side. All right, eat well, think well, and be well. This is Robin from Necessary Nutrition. I have been working with thousands of women over the past 18 years, and it has been quite the journey for them and for me. If you like this video, like it, subscribe, and leave me a comment. Peace.